Hello, Kindness Tours here with another one to grow on. Hello, how are you all today on this beautiful day? I have my mimosa without, I guess, the orange juice or the pineapple juice, but who needs a buffer anyway? Well, you guys know I love my mimosas. So I'm thinking about what I wanted to speak about today. And I want to shed some clarity or a little bit more understanding on forgiveness, right? So let's talk a little bit about it. So forgiveness, I know you've always heard forgiveness is for us, not for the other person, and that is very, very true. That is very true, but I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit more. You ever wonder why or how a person can forgive someone for, let's say, killing their child or murder, rape, whatever? How they go into the courtroom and then they say, oh, I forgive you, da-da-da-da, right? Well, the thing about forgiveness, true, real forgiveness, is that it comes from a space of a true transformation inside you has to happen in order for forgiveness to happen. And forgiveness is unreasonable. And it's not reasonable to forgive anybody for doing anything heinous, right? It doesn't make any sense. Forgiveness comes from a space beyond the limited self, beyond the limited mind. It comes from a space and a place in your soul, in your spirit, that this transformation has to happen in order for you to forgive. Truly forgive, not just say you forgive. There's a big difference. And for example, let's just say we've all had people wrong us, right? And let's just say your spouse cheated on you, or your best friend did something horrible to you, or just disrespected you, whatever. So, and your spouse or someone says, oh, I forgive you, I love you, I forgive you. Okay, so the forgiveness, they say they forgive you, right? So as they move on and as time progresses, you notice that that person is continuing to bring up that mistake, right? So you are reliving that. You both are reliving that every day, okay? So to the person that's going to forgive, this is a message for you. If you're going to forgive someone, or a spouse, especially, I'm going to use cheating because I see that a lot. I hear that a lot. About, they forgive them and they move on with their lives and stay in their marriage and relationships, right? So if you choose to forgive your partner, you cannot keep bringing up that same mistake to hold them bondage of that mistake. You understand? So if you truly forgive them, you wouldn't bring it up anymore, because you won't be able to move forward in that relationship in a harmonious way. You will just be in hell. You will be fighting. You will be upset. It will be a bunch of, we've all been through it. Not we've all, but most of us, a lot of us. And it's because we're hurting, right? So we say we forgive you because we don't want to exit the relationship, but we want you to hurt. It's like, I'm hurting. And I want you to hurt. You need to know, I'm not going to forgive you. I said I was, but truly I can't right now. But I want you right here in front of me to project all this pain that you put on me, right? So that's why that happens. We say we forgive, want to, but if we truly forgive them, we will have to deal with it on our own. Because once you forgive and decide to stay in that relationship, you can no longer bring up that mistake to that other person ever again. Now it belongs to you. You can no longer project. Now it's up to you to deal with how you're gonna to deal with that hurt and pain. You can no longer project it. You have to go on every day, and eventually you grow out of it. If you're working on yourself, you're growing out of it. And now those are your feelings to deal with. It's not the other person anymore. So you can't hold them bondage to that mistake anymore. So if you cannot forgive them, which is okay at the time if you're not ready, you have to be honest with yourself first and the other person. Because it's going to come at the pace it's going to come, like naturally. Like if you're ready, you're ready. If you're not, you're not. But it's a lot of fake forgiveness happening. The mind forgiveness, I should say. The limited mind, because true forgiveness is a transformation, which I just spoke about, that comes from something beyond the limited mind, beyond the limited self. So you're no longer to hold no one in bondage again with that mistake. Now it's up to you. But we don't want it. We don't want that responsibility. We want it shared, right? So just keep in mind, if you want to share, both of you all are in bondage. And then that manifests in other ways of cancer, health problems, and other stuff, jacking up your chakras. Okay? So, so just keep in mind when you forgive or want to forgive, and if you're not ready, don't do it. Because if you decide to do it and then continue to relive it with your partner or your whoever the person that wronged you every single day you see or talk to them, if you continue to do that, you both are going to be held in a bondage for the duration of relationship, and it will not be a harmonious relationship. It will end eventually. And so just keep that in mind. So, because true forgiveness, it comes from somewhere deep in a space that makes no sense, because forgiveness makes no sense. It's unreasonable. The most unreasonable thing you will ever do is to forgive someone for a heinous act or wronging you in a very bad way or just wronging you in general, because it doesn't make sense to the mind. But it makes fully sense to the infinite self. Okay? Right? I'm going to drink on that one. So, furthermore, so forgiveness is also, once you forgive, truly forgive, none of that fake forgiveness, you can start to truly heal, right? And because true forgiveness is the only way you disempower your trauma. Oh, I'm definitely going to drink on this one. That's deep. So, I'm going to say that again. Truly forgiving someone or forgiveness is a way for you to start to heal, truly heal. Because that is the only way that you can disempower your trauma, your wounds. Okay? So, and that's what we want. We want to free up ourselves. You want to stop holding everybody else responsible. Yeah, they may be responsible for doing that wrong act on you, but it's your responsibility with how you are going to proceed in your life from that point on. Okay, and it's pretty normal to be pissed off and to be upset for a minute. That's normal. But don't let it dictate your life. Okay? Don't let it define who you are, decisions you're going to make. And if you guys remember, I did Don't Give Your Power Away. So if you want to hint that video, you know exactly what I'm saying. It's not making any decisions based on someone else's mistakes, trauma, or not even just that, what somebody put you through. Okay? So you got to free yourself up to be happy. And a lot of us, we're not ready. That's okay too. But if you allow yourself to stay open to just forgiving, to free up all of this, you will feel amazing. Okay? So you say, you don't want that person. No, they need to know. They need to know. I'm not going to forgive them because I want them to feel my pain. Well, are they feeling your pain? Yes, there's some people that just can't bear the fact that they've wronged a person and it was their mistake, and they can't handle that. So they are going through their own thing, but they're going to go through their own thing. Let them go through their own thing, and don't forget, karma does not discriminate. So whatever was dished out, it comes back around for that individual to go through themselves or to experience themselves. So don't forget that. But it's up to you. You manage your own emotions and your feelings. It's up to you to do that, right? So don't forgive until you think you're truly ready to, because you'll know inside of yourself, you won't even care anymore because you've evolved. You're like, I forgive you. You murdered my son, but I forgive you. How in the heck can that possibly happen? How can a person do that? It's because they transformed from the spirit, from the infinite self, not the limited mind. Okay? So we got that? Are we clear on this whole forgiveness thing? So I will repeat this. True forgiveness comes from a space of the infinite self, not the limited mind. Got it? Are we clear on that? And true forgiveness is the only way we can start to heal. And it's the only way, the only thing that disempowers our wounds. Okay? Because if we start making everybody responsible for what's going on inside of us, we no longer in charge of our lives. Okay? So let's disempower these wounds. Let's stop leading with these wounds and we got to take responsibility at some point, right? We have to take responsibility. So as soon as we forgive, or when we don't forgive, when we don't forgive, that's how we can continue to blame and project. As long as we don't forgive, we can continue to blame and project all this hurt and pain on another person for wronging us, because we don't want the responsibility. Because as soon as you forgive, you can't project anymore. Now it's up to you to deal with and handle those emotions privately. That's how you evolve, and that's how you get to the next level. Got it? All right, let's do some forgiving. No fake forgiveness though, right? But open yourself up for true forgiveness. Okay, so you can free yourself up, be happier, healthier inside, because trust me, if you're holding on to something, I guarantee you it has already manifested in the physical form. It could be acne, it could be throat issues, it could be heart issues. Whatever it is, I guarantee you it has manifested in the physical realm. So, as I say to you, my beloved family, this is another one to grow on. Grow on it, family. I expect to see some people growing. Peace out.